Hello and welcome on this video. My name is Sarah Corpus and with me today are Miss Duque, Miss Dachilia, Miss Cahokom, and Miss De Leon. Today, we will be talking about technology tools that will increase students' vocabulary knowledge. But first, let us know what is technology and why is it important. In the dictionary, technologies are things created by humans that can make our lives easier or solve problems. The society we live in now is infused with technology, and the society our students will live in the future will be even more infused with technology in ways we cannot even predict. Technology is here to stay, so proactively teaching students how to navigate the digital world is part of how we educate the next generation. Now, what is vocabulary and its importance? Vocabulary is a big word that describes all the words that you know, or vocabulary is all the words you know. We can build vocabulary by learning new words and what those new words means. But why do we need to learn new words? It is important to learn new words so we can explain what we're trying to say better. It also helps us to understand what we're reading, and it helps us make our writing better and interesting. One of the most important abilities to develop in young students is their vocabulary. Having an ample vocabulary is highly beneficial for a student. For example, increasing one's vocabulary improves reading comprehension and writing skills. The quotes from an expert say it clearly. Effective vocabulary instruction across grade levels and content areas is key in increasing student learning and achievement. But because of the lack of proper vocabulary, many students prefer to pay someone to write their papers. This is fine. It can be a great help to students when their workload is excessive. But it is also good to increase their vocabulary so they can also write a paper by themselves. The internet and multimedia technologies have the potential to be great allies for this purpose. Different digital tools can be used by teachers to foster the interest of students in learning new words. Digital technology is everywhere in our daily lives. However, for some reason, it has not been widely embraced in the classroom. Particularly, teaching vocabulary is an area that has not incorporated much digital technology, even though the technology is readily available to be used. Another important aspect in which digital technology can greatly help is making vocabulary words memorable. Most students have difficulties to differentiate homophones. You can use some programs to make word-to-image association. Of course, you can do that on the board, but using an online program allows students to share their results with their peers. Most students of today were born in the digital era, unlike their teachers. Hence, using digital technology in the classroom makes the teaching process more engaging. Hence, the best way to support students to learn vocabulary is through the development of applications for this purpose.
Good day, I'm Bernadette Birucholia from Porsed and Dashwan. I will discuss the 4 strategies in exploring technology tools for vocabulary. First, support reading and word learning with just-in-time vocabulary reference support. It means whether avid or reluctant reader, we all encounter unfamiliar words in our reading, like when we are reading books or our lessons, and need strategies for what to do when this occurs. Rather than using print dictionaries, it was like hassle. It takes time to find the words. Or asking the teacher, students can learn to use online dictionaries. When they have access to word help on demand at the point of need, both monolingual, speaking one language, and bilingual, speaking two languages, that was according to Rankin and Rickman and Yoshi, and they also said that students tend to use more often than print references and improve their understanding. Here are some word reference tools. If you encounter unfamiliar words, you can use these tools and you can quickly know the meaning of it. Merriam-Webster, Thesaurus Dictionary, English-Filipino Dictionary. These are internet-based tools and they are free. You can also try different applications to determine the best fit for you or for your students. Number 2. Use language translators to provide just-in-time help for English language learners. The value of translator is that it supports learning words as they occur naturally in authentic text and allows students to view bilingual versions of text side by side so they can use their first language knowledge to develop their English vocabulary. Examples of language translator tools: Google Translator, Microsoft Translator. Just search it on Google and you can select the language that you want to translate. Although these tools are not perfect because of the accuracy of translation, but they are a good place to start for English language learners. Number 3. Connect fun and learning with online vocabulary games. No list of technology application for vocabulary would be complete without mention of the vocabulary games that are available for free on the internet. Examples of vocabulary games: Scrabble, WordLife, and WordBlitz. These vocabulary games will help students independent practice and group too. Number 4. Have students use media to express vocabulary knowledge. According to Nikolova, Zinn, and Wright, this strategy focuses on students' vocabulary representations in multiple modes: writing, audio, graphic, video, and animation. In these strategies, suggesting the benefit of having students develop word meaning as they read a definition, view graphics, listen to the word, write or audio tape, a personal connection to the word, create a caption for a graphic, and a complete and interactive word map. Examples of media to express vocabulary knowledge: digital stories like animation and video that we can find on YouTube, and podcasts. Okay, that's the 4 strategies can be used in exploring technology tools for vocabulary. Here's the reference link to this report. Thank you for listening.
Example of technology tools for vocabulary. Number 1 is Wordle. For those who learn from visual displays of word, the relationship within the text, Wordle is a good example. Wordle is a free web application that allows you to create a word cloud based on the frequency of words in a particular text. It can be used to stimulate students' thinking about the meaning, importance, and relationship of words as they analyze, create, and publish Wordles. To create a word cloud, you paste text into the applet and then manipulate the visual displays by selecting the color scheme, layout, and font. Word clouds can be used to highlight keywords and themes to prepare students for reading as well as prompt discussion after reading. Number 2 is Padlet. Padlet is an online space to create a collaborative digital wall, getting a leg up on the more traditional word wall. Padlet allows users to create sticky notes that can include text, image, links, and videos. Teachers can embed into a classroom website or blog, which makes it go to collaborative space for students. It is a great collaborative tool and virtual classroom space to build online references and key vocabulary for content units. For fun and learning with vocabulary games, number 1 is Merriam-Webster. Merriam-Webster is an American company that publishes reference books and is especially known for its dictionaries. It is an effective tool for vocabulary words where you can search for words to look for its meaning. There is many featured quiz and games in this app. For example, is how strong is your vocabulary, spell it, name that thing, and marami pang iba. Next is FreeRise. FreeRise, students can practice matching words to the correct definition and donate rice at the same time. For each correct answer, the United Nations World Food Program donates 10 grains of rice to the country in need. When the students play, there is a visual display of rice which added to a bowl each time the students makes a correct response. FreeRise includes subject areas list in geography, science, math, and others. It is labeled so students can play at just the right level of challenge for them. Merong app and site nito.
Benefits of exploring technology tools for vocabulary. Exploring technology tools have important advantages for making processes more consistent, secure, efficient, and effective. Improving vocabulary is a good way when studies English, and it makes it easier while learning a language. What are the benefits of using technology? Not only does it teach students vital skills for the future, but it also aids attention, teamwork, and encourages pupils to learn by themselves. As classrooms evolve, technology is likely to become an integral part of the learning process. Here are some lists of benefits of exploring technology tools for vocabulary. Number 1. Best complementary tool for teachers in the classroom. Number 2. Technology in language learning is motivating and stimulating for students. Number 3 is in managing and monitoring student progress. Number 4, create a unique experience as much for the teacher as the students. And lastly, promote interactivity and collaboration within learning.
The disadvantages of exploring technology tools for vocabulary. By Krisa May T. Duque for said ENC2-1, Group 3. The disadvantages of exploring technology tools for vocabulary is having a different accent when it comes to pronunciations, spelling, and even meanings. Since they are using gadgets and internet connection, there is a possibility that the student will get distracted while they are learning the vocabulary. The fact that the internet is full of unreliable resources, chances are high that they might get misleading information. There are limited explanations on the internet, unlike the explanations that are being discussed by the teacher in the real-time classroom. Filtering the information being gathered in the internet is time-consuming.